I said that Oppenheimer is the father of anime versus the father of the atomic bomb.
Yeah,
That's always been my point because it's like you would never have gotten Dragon Ball Z or Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, Attack on Titan.
no, you wouldn't have any of those because Japan would still be fighting.
Yeah, so because Cillian Murphy dropped an atomic bomb and destroyed 2 whole cities, we now have some of the greatest art contributed in human history ever.
It's such awesome art. Like I was watching the season 3 of the Attack on Titan, and the part 2 of that, part 2 of that was just so well choreographed, so well written and
Yeah,
drawn,
exactly.
and like
And you owe
great
that
pacing.
you owe that to Christopher Nolan, who made the executive decision to drop the
the
bombs.
Trinity test
Exactly.
in Hiroshima. Thank you, Japan.
No, thank you, Christopher Nolan. And then thank you for Cillian Murphy for creating the bomb that did it.
But are we like recognizing that we're giving fame to the bomb now because of Christopher Nolan, or
No, I'm just being a fucking asshole. Oppenheimer's the real guy that did it. Christopher Nolan just directed the movie.
welcome to I Am Become Fucking Brother.
Are we already recording?
Yeah, he just fucking went balls to the wall. He just fucking shot off.
Oh,
I didn't
I'm
see
glad
it
our
coming,
fucking
dude.
meeting's
I can
over.
cut some of this out.
We're,
I
the,
mean,
fucking,
if we
we're the
wanna-
fucking brothers, though, and I'm Nathaniel Beauchesne,
And I'm Alex fucking Salou, I guess.
I'm Nate Sikowskis.
and we are the fucking nuclear warheads of the fucking internet.
Yeah, we will be someday anyway.
Welcome to the crater, everybody.
coming with
Crater?
bombs.
That should be Nate's cowboy name.
Crater.
The Crater.
The Crater.
Yeah. You fell straight from the sky, boy.
Boy, you look like you make a deep hole.
Yeah, I don't know, I just think it'd be funny, like tiny cow or little calf or
Little horn.
Little lasso.
I'm sticking with quick draw.
Well, you were always quick draw. Wait, hang on. I have it.
Yep.
Anyway.
If you've ever wondered what goes on in my head, it's just that.
See,
With a couple lightsabers here and there.
see, if we were pioneers, I'd be okay with still being wildcat, but we're not going to be pioneers. so-
Yeah, we got nothing to work with out in the desert.
We are going west, but we're going southwest.
Well, I worked with a Texas man one day, and he said Texas has nothing to do with the South. It's all west.
Well, Texas should be its own country.
Texas is its own country. It just does the United States the pleasure of keeping it safe.
Keeping it controversial. But no, yeah, they like have a very free thought down there. I haven't felt the feeling of Texas yet, but I can imagine it's a very free feeling.
But
Very-
Joe Rogan decides your feelings, so you have felt it in a way.
It's like 115 degrees there right now.
Yeah, everyone's just slowing down, like just fried.
Not to completely go back to what you guys were just talking about, but speaking of Christopher Nolan, Haley and I started watching all of the Batman movies in order,
Naturally.
and we're on The Dark Knight right now. And god damn, did I forget how good the first Dark Knight movie is with
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul and all that
And
shit.
Cillian Murphy as
Ye- ye-
Scarecrow.
right.
Yeah. That's
And Barbie fucking
Oppenheimer.
Margot Robbie has been Harley Quinn, and he's
Yeah.
been Scarecrow. So
it's a
like,
big fact. It's the Nolan verse. They've all been around, but he didn't direct Barbie.
he did not, but he directed Sloppenheimer or whatever.
He did. That he did. I've
So?
become drunk driver of cars. You know the one.
Yeah, right.
I was supposed to see it last night.
I've been seeing a lot of fucking memes about both the Barbie and Oppenheimer movie, and like people have started mixing them together.
They've been mixing them together since before they aired. That's why it was such a big deal, because Barbenheimer.
Yeah, right.
But you should tell the story of why you couldn't see it last night.
No, so like I was supposed to see it in IMAX yesterday. So, and obviously, like the IMAX experience, you feel radiation, you get radiation poisoning from the IMAX
Oh yeah,
experience.
you come back with like
So,
a sunburn.
Yeah, I had my Geiger counter with me and everything, hazmat suit and all that. We were playing pool basketball though, and Campy dislocated his shoulder, and when it happened, and the bone's like sticking out, his arms like dangling, and I'm like looking around this group, and I realized like in 2 seconds that I was the only capable person to bring him to the hospital. So I was like, I'm not going to see Oppenheimer tonight. Not a fucking chance.
Campy. Why'd you do that, Campy?
I was just driving him to the ER and shit all day yesterday.
You got a whole nother bomb dropped on you.
It was a big bomb for sure.
Talk about an H-bomb, am I right?
And it's like,
Wait.
I
Fucking
knew
Dago.
D-bomb.
I've taken many trips to the emergency room. I'm a regular, as you guys know.
Yeah, they
Whether
know you
it's-
by name. Did
whether
you go
it's
to
a-
Milford?
Yeah. Whether
Okay.
it's a jammed thumb, a weird bug bite, a screwdriver in the foot.
You're
know
wearing
my,
a cast right now.
Well, yeah, you know
like
my
you literally are.
You know my history. I'm a mess. I'm a damaged boy. Okay, so I'm in there all the time, and like I've always been put on the back burner when I go there because it's never been like so serious that they needed to treat me right then and there, except for my stitches in my thumb. So it's like I always thought that if you dislocated your shoulder, you took priority and like it was something
No.
that they could do pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? Which they can. But it's like they have this kid fucking reeling in pain for like an hour and a half looking for the doctor that can prescribe him the happy meds who's nowhere to be fucking found.
On his lunch break.
Probably. Probably kedded out in the fucking parking lot.
Listen, when I shot myself in the face, I waited. Is that the right form of wait?
Yeah.
I waited for fucking literally like 2.5 hours with a fucking eyeball full of blood before anyone even looked at me. And then I had to spend another hour getting shipped to another hospital because Milford wasn't capable of dealing with me. And then when I got to that hospital, they were like, oh shit, we're not capable of dealing with this either. And then they sent me to another fucking hospital. I'm the only person I know who's been in 3 different ambulances in one day.
Holy shit.
You ever talk to me?
Whoa.
The day of my first seizure.
Yeah, okay, that's
because
fair.
they ambulanced me out of the school parking lot and they took me home, and then they ambulanced me to fucking Milford, and then I got ambulance from Milford to UMass Memorial in Worcester, and then I got ambulance to Boston.
Yeah,
So 4 times in one day.
that's fair. So you got me by 1.
Yeah, but you know what it's like.
Yeah,
you
I
know
do.
the vibe.
He had to go through Pike traffic too. He's got that on.
I went from Milford.
I wasn't driving. I was on a stretcher.
I know, but you still had to sit through all that.
Lay through it.
Oh, actually, yeah, you don't have to sit through that. You're in an ambulance.
Yeah, on a
but you're laying
Yeah.
down.
You know what the advantage is to being in the woo-wah van?
Paramedic in the back is talking to you, and they ask you if you want your parents to sit in the back or the front.
Front.
That part's definitely enticing, but it's more so the fact that they have this thing on the top of the car called a siren. Yeah, and the way it works, all the cars have to pull
Move
over and
over,
get the fuck out of the way. They can just go.
Yeah,
And I think they do that all the time, whether they have patients in there or not. I know
or they're
would.
just lazy.
I swear to you, dude. Like if they're like trying to get their Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the morning and they don't have a patient, they like flick on the light real quick. We gotta go
Flip
get our
it.
coffee.
I feel like that's less and less today with all the body cams and dash cams and all that shit that they're required to have. But like,
How do EMTs though are required to wear fucking body cams?
I mean, if I was an EMT, I would wear one for my own safety.
Valid.
But maybe they're not required to, but I would. If I was a public servant, I would wear a body cam.
If I was a cop, I think I'd wear a body cam.
Yeah, I think you're required to, depending on what station you work
for. For the most part, you are required as a cop. And like to be fair, there's no song called "Fuck the EMTs." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
a big fact.
EMTs are first responders people respect.
Yeah, right. I think firefighters are number 1, though. I think everybody likes firefighters the most. Because when it like comes down to they fight fucking something that can't be killed, it can be put out, but fire will never go away. Fire will never be stopped. Nature can make fire.
They honestly have a pretty cool job. Because, like, when you're a cop, you know, like, you got to be, like, training. Because you got to do a lot of training in between, like, shifts. In between, and, like, your downtime is just spent listening to radios. People hate you. But if you're a fucking firefighter, you just work out and play video games at the station.
Right.
Get called in.
You're strong,
And
handsome, can fight elements.
You probably have really
You're
good facial hair.
brave. Yeah.
And even if you're not the guy that's plowing through like burning wood to rescue a cat, you might be the guy that's holding the hose.
And you've got a whole squad of buddies that will literally die for you.
And you get the same amount of respect as the guy holding the hose, as the guy that's plowing through the wood to save the cat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's pretty cool if you're the guy kicking the door in, bringing the kid out, but like if you're just holding the hose, you're getting just as much poo-tang.
I feel like I wouldn't even be like doing those actions because they're like the right thing to do. I'd be doing them to be like, hey, look at me. I'm fucking awesome. I saved this kid and put out the fire.
Just taking selfies the whole time for your Tinder.
I mean, all I know, I don't know if this is even a thing, but I feel like there's got to be like the engine squad, there's got to be like the water squad, and then there's got to be the rescue squad. I would try to get in on the rescue squad.
Yeah, I'd say rescue. Unless it was like really fucking high up, I couldn't do the ladder.
Yeah.
You could do the ladder.
You in a burning building and a ladder sounds like an accident.
Me in a burning building, like, yeah, I'd fall through a floor maybe, but I could bust through a door pretty quick. They'd probably send me in with like a battering ram just to...
I just want to keep cool, calm in a really burning situation, you know, like everything's on fire, everybody's screaming, and I'm just like, come with me. You're going to be fine.
You don't know the way out that.
I think it's this way. This is the closet.
I know this apartment.
Volunteer firefighter.
Yep, I think it's this way.
Well, I can't go back the way I came. I got to kick that down.
Yeah, right.
But we're going to try something else.
Oh, there's a pillar there.
Sorry, kid. You're on your
ditching them in a burning building.
and then like come out and you're like, there was no way I could save him. I did.
They're like right behind you. They're like, we're right fucking here.
I did everything in my power to get that little kid out, but there was no budge. Fire is nature's weapon, and it burns, baby, burns.
The big sister is just like carrying the little brother out through the ashes. She's like, shut up.
Or like you're like rescuing a family and you're like counting on your fingers. You're like, oh fuck, I think I missed one.
Where's my baby?
Oh, fuck.
Or you're just having a really hard day and there's nothing better to do and you got to go get a cat out of a tree that won't come out and you're just getting pissed off at a cat because every time you get up on the ladder, it just goes up higher in the tree.
Swipes your face.
I would honestly, I'd stretch out the day if I got called to a cat call.
Come on, Mittens. Come on down.
And I would extend the ladder every like 2 hours or so.
Yeah, but what about the 6 other guys with you?
I feel like they're not going to send 6 guys for that job.
But see, that's the thing. It's the government's money. It's the town's money. Of course they are.
For real.
You boys want to go save a cat today? Come on.
You know, I'm just saying, we all got facial hair. We're all pretty strong. All capable of kicking in a door at the moment.
We need mustaches. That's
Buddy,
we need mustaches.
you guys want to volunteer for the fire brigade?
Well, I was going down more like we pretend to be firefighters. We show up to the scene before the
Put it under the
firefighters.
LLC.
yeah. We'll buy an old fire truck that's out of commission.
See, I don't know why we can't, market firefighting service versus because, if you go through public service,
privatized firefighters.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it's
why
like,
do they have a monopoly on firefighting?
Yeah, so we could do that. So we charge. What we do is we charge hourly. We have a base hourly rate for how long it takes to put out the fire, and then what I would do is I would charge by square foot of burning building.
Have you guys ever seen The Gangs of New York?
Yeah, that's a good one with Daniel Day-Lewis, right?
Yeah, so when there's a scene in that movie where a building is burning down and there's multiple fire brigades going out to put out the fire, but the fire brigades are fighting each other. And Daniel Day-Lewis's character looks around and explains that, they're different companies. So like at one point, that's how it worked. There was like independent firefighter companies, and then Uncle Sam monopolized it.
God damn.
And it's like we would market ourselves, so it's like we guarantee an 80% survival rate for getting people out of the burning building.
Bro, how fast before the FBI is knocking on our fucking fire station?
Our fire station.
Well, you mean your door?
Shit.
This is kind of all we fucking
I mean,
have
I've
at the
got
moment.
the pole right there. We just got to cut holes in the floor. And
It would be good. And you got the Xbox. So
Yeah,
that's,
right.
That's
Oh, yeah.
solid.
we got the kitchen and the sleep room.
You got a hose?
The building does.
How long? That's got to be pretty long.
I
It's a
work-
building hose, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Right.
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 Right, exactly.
We got all the water
I was
outside.
about to say, we have water.
Yeah, Nate knows pipes, and we can probably steal a wrench from your brother to open up the pipes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now that we got all that covered, let's talk about a legal established arson business where we are burning down properties.
There's nothing more beautiful than a company making money for itself.
Well, we
Quote.
don't need to do that because there is a Northbridge arsonist.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about him on the podcast before, actually.
Was I just not paying attention?
Most likely,
What
yeah.
happened?
We even told the story. So, like, there's been cases of it. Like, we've had house fires, like the Victorian Manor that's near the middle school burned down, and they think that might have been arson. And it's like,
Yeah, but I don't know if we know, but we know the people that live there. And the people that live there, why would they have anything to do with the Northbridge arsonist?
it's not a matter of that. The Northbridge arsonist is just like, burn,
Well,
baby,
then
burn.
how did it get into their house? Because
I
didn't
don't know.
that
I don't
fire
know.
start in the attic?
I have no idea. I have no clue. That it's just
Looked pretty climbable.
It wasn't even confirmed. That was just like a suspectable thing. But one day when we were going up the Shining Rock, the guy that lives right at the edge of the property, he was like, "Hey, did you guys see a guy in a black hoodie running up there, starting to like throw fires around?" We were like, no.
What?
Like, what? Because we were high as fuck. We just smoked like 3 blunts, and we came down just geeking.
Yep.
And we're like, all right, what the fuck?
Yep.
But now that I like have a brief description of them, I'm gonna hunt them down.
All right, vigilante.
The
So
only
you went from
description-
being a firefighter to Batman?
You can be anything you want in this fucking world.
Okay.
We need a cop vigilante business too to go along with our fire business.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
saying.
Well, have you seen what happens to the guy that does that in Florida? Because he's been to jail 6 fucking times.
Oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
We went over this a couple weeks ago. Actually,
Jeremy?
Yep.
Yeah.
The guy that's just like, yeah, I'm a cop. No, dude, no, you're not. You're going to
You're not-
jail.
yeah.
He gets out and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm a cop.
I'm a cop. He runs a fucking my old coworker who is now an actual police officer. At the job I'm at now, literally like the 2 or year and a half I worked with him before he left to go be a police officer and go to the police academy, like we would just sit when we were slow and watch a YouTube video of this guy constantly getting arrested and shit because he runs like a private security / funeral escort business, like funeral procession escort business. All of his cars for his company look just like fucking cop cars. All of his uniforms look like police uniforms from that town in fucking Florida. And he is like look it up on you. Like he's all over YouTube. His name is Jeremy. I forget his last name, but if you just type in Jeremy, yeah.
Police
Yeah,
impersonator.
there he is. Yeah, right.
You're telling me that guy didn't make it?
Yeah, that guy didn't make it. He looks
Yeah.
like a junkie from Southie.
Looks like he failed the medical eval, the mental health one.
Just go, yeah. They're all so long because the people in that part of Florida just spend their time fucking chasing him around. But like, there's a 5-minute one right there.
Ads.
Fucking ads. I can't wait till we have some. By the way, this episode was brought to you by the Fleshlight. Sponsor us.
18 motorcycles,
Please.
2 of them being
Or Bad
trainers,
Dragon.
10 vehicles. we've gone out of our way to make sure we don't resemble law enforcement. High-vis shirts
this is the
and
film,
purple
man.
flashing lights aren't used by your local law enforcement.
Oh, yeah.
None of those items could be considered to be impersonating law enforcement officers. And I'm confused how you can go for years without any issues and see everything
If you
that's
guys are
taking
looking for
place
something
now.
to watch,
And I
the
scratch my head trying
hour-long
to figure
videos
out
on
how
this
we
guy
got to
are
this
super
point.
entertaining.
It's more like
Jeremy,
I'm
a
looking for
funeral
something to
escort, who
become.
says for the past few years he's been victimized by local law enforcement.
I don't think I can play Phil.
no,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
we're gonna get in a lot of trouble if we play Phil.
All right, well then just go to YouTube and look up Jeremy DeWitt real quick because there's a whole bunch of short videos on YouTube. Even if you just find one of the old ones, like they're so entertaining. And I'm not trying to just make us go down a video route right now, but we're on it.
County, Florida, where the defendant is making his second appearance here on court cam.
Jeremy DeWitt. Did I say that right? Yes, sir.
41-year-old Jeremy DeWitt is charged with carrying a concealed weapon.
But he's a cop.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office is very familiar with DeWitt. Since DeWitt's been arrested
They know him on a
several times in the
first
past
name
and
basis, bro.
convicted once for impersonating
It's
a
just
police
this
officer.
guy in a fucking yellow vest sitting on the side of a highway cuffed up.
Yeah, but he literally looks like a Boston City cop in his outfit. Like that's what like foot patrol
DeWitt
officers
runs a
wear up
security
around
company
here.
that
Like
provides
his
escort
motorcycle is
service
parked there
during
too, and
funeral
you think there'd be an
processions.
extra cop to go
But he has a
along
long
with it, but they're
history
not
of
leaving
using
with
this
that.
business to drive recklessly through traffic.
But he's a cop.
Block intersections
Go past me! Go past me!
and confront other drivers when he believes
We
they're
need video so
disrupting his
fucking bad.
services.
Hey! Pull over!
He's just picking
He
random
was
people.
charged in 2 different counties with impersonating an officer and failing to register as a sex offender.
What a bonus.
And that's when police catch up with him again, 10 months later. A deputy stops him along with one of his employees when he sees DeWitt carrying what appears to be a firearm.
Don't reach for that firearm! Walk away from your bike! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Go down to your knees! Do not reach for that firearm! You're being secure because you're openly carrying a firearm. What? You're openly carrying a firearm!
It's illegal to openly carry a firearm in Florida, and after he's placed in cuffs, the deputy tries to remove DeWitt's helmet, which the faux police officer does not appreciate.
What are you, dick? Am I helmet? I'm trying to identify you because I can't see you. You're trying to identify me?
When DeWitt learns why he's being arrested, he goes
Feels like
ballistic.
I think you should leave that.
First of all, you already know that. I do not know that. That is a firearm. That is a firearm right now. All right, Jeremy, you're being arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. Concealed? It was in plain view. That's not plain view. That's concealed. That holster's concealed. What are you talking about?
DeWitt is furious with police, and there seems to be only one thing on his mind.
Give me a lieutenant. Give me a lieutenant. It was in plain view. It's in plain view. Give me a lieutenant.
I think the funniest part is that he's not doing it to be funny.
I know he's literally insane.
This guy's serious.
But the real police don't take kindly to his demands.
Do you think he ever stopped playing cops and robbers?
no,
Absolutely
No.
not. Do you
I'm a
see
deputy.
it?
I'm not an officer. You don't tell me what to
Look
do.
at his employee.
Stop yelling at me.
He's like, this is supposed to be a summer job.
He's like, I have kids to feed.
Man, I was
This
looking to make,
can't keep
This
happening.
guy's crazy enough to pay me.
I was looking to just make some content and shit. Just fucking
He's
right
taken to the
along.
station and officially charged with carrying a concealed weapon. But when it's later determined it was just an unloaded pepper ball gun,
This online identifies as a Glock, basically a Glock replica. Can you show me on here anywhere, I mean, I don't know why you'd have a light on a less lethal, but can you show me anywhere on here where
He's got a
it
laser
gives
sight on a
anybody
pellet gun.
the idea that this is not a firearm, that it's a less lethal?
I can't answer that. I don't make those. But you know they're less lethal.
No, I'm asking. If I saw this, I wouldn't know that.
It's a gnarly scar on that cop's arm.
Probably got it from a bite from Jeremy.
charges are dropped.
Wherever you want to go. Do you need a ride?
This is what's gonna happen to
Where can I
Campy
take
if he
you?
doesn't make it to the police
Thank you guys
again.
very much.
Oh my god.
But DeWitt's far from being out of the woods. Because of this recent arrest, his current bond is revoked. So DeWitt goes before the judge to clarify the situation.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I was on bond. They revoked my bond with a new charge, but that charge was dropped.
He has approximately 10 or 11 other cases that he's currently investigating.
Oh, you got a bunch of different cases that are keeping you. Right.
DeWitt's eventually set free with his bond back in
He's
place.
like, I gotta get back out there. There's bad guys are still out there.
And if found guilty,
Pull over!
could be looking
All right,
at
so
5
he's looking
years
at
in
5
prison.
years in prison right now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
I
day.
think he's in jail right now, actually.
And that would make sense. So that was shot in 2021. So
Yeah.
if he's got a 5-year sentence, our boy will be back saving the streets by 2026, baby. Let's go.
Oh, what do we got, Nate?
DeWitt.
Sentencing.
Yeah, latest. Or either one. So in September 2021, he was sentenced to 18 months in prison, had his driving license suspended for 6 months, and sentenced to 4 years of probation. After being released from jail around August 2022, DeWitt was arrested on November 29th, 2022 by Osceola County Sheriff's Department for violating his probation conditions.
Okay, so that was the latest. So he's out right now?
No, they brought him back in for breaking his probation.
Okay, all right. In November 29, 2022?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to give him a call.
We should
Get him on the pod.
Yeah, we should have him on when he's out.
Yeah,
Be like,
definitely.
Jeremy, before you go back to the streets and start saving lives and doing justice.
We could do him and Kiddo at the same time.
2 fake cops on one go. My goodness. What a blast, huh?
I know one of them's having a blast.
You want to know why he's not upset about all? Well, I know he's upset about it, but he's not more upset about it because he achieved his one goal: being a cop before Campy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's
That's
like
all he cared about.
No, he's been riding a high for a while.
when you're a guy like him, the amount of fun you can have doing anything is always available to you.
I know.
It doesn't matter where you find yourself, how deep and low you get hit. You'll always have something fun you can fall back to.
Which makes me wonder, is there something wrong with the three of us, or is there something wrong with him?
I've been asking myself that for years. I never know when I'm analyzing him if I'm in the wrong. If I'm living the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never met somebody unhinged, but so
all there.
Like all there at the same time. Overachiever.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Highly intelligent, funny, a ladies' man.
Pretty tight knit, like
yeah, absolutely.
Got it all
He
together.
is exactly what the Japanese think Americans are.
Yeah, exactly. He lives up to that image.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, 6'3". He's not fat, but like he's a ripped American.
Yep, exactly.
I'm the bottom of America that Japanese thinks of.
Honestly, no, you're not. You're a
Not
lot better
anymore.
than
I was
Just
for a
wait till we
time.
drive through fucking Mississippi.
Yeah, the bottom they think of is the scooter people. That breed, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like you're so fat that you cannot walk
my
into
God,
Walmart
Do
anymore.
you know how disgusting the world thinks we are because we offer scooters to people who aren't old?
Exactly. They hate it. And also, like, as we go more west, they get fatter and fatter and fatter.
Until you get to the West Coast for some reason.
And
I
then
feel
it
like
just goes.
Yeah,
the ocean has something to do with...
when you have the ability to surf, you probably end up staying fit.
No, I get that, but like, I just feel like you have a more selection of more natural foods when you live on a coast.
No, you absolutely do because, produce coming in from other countries has to go through state lines versus coming right to the coast.
So when you're stuck in a place like fucking Oklahoma or Colorado, like a dead center of the country, landlocked for fucking 1,000 miles on either side, you're not getting any fresh bananas. You know?
And that's actually like a confirmed statistic as to why like the South in particular and like the Midwest is so fucking obese. And it's because they're not getting fresh foods. And it's like they have to eat more preserves, you know?
The minimum wage is lower there,
Yeah.
which means they can't afford as much, which means they're eating shittier food.
Oh, exactly. Yep. But like the fatter you are, the easier you are to like boss around and control, you know?
Do you remember the episode where Parks and Recs called out the American food system?
Yeah.
With the sugar factory and the corn syrup, we put this shit in everything now. We used to fatten up our cows, and now Pawnee's the fattest country or fattest city in the country.
I fucking love Parks and Rec.
It's literally what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
all that corn syrup.
Yeah, corn syrup's really bad stuff, man. Real bad.
It ain't good.
And then like now they're saying that like, you know, the numbers around like 86% of like cancer is like linked to overall diet. So it's like if you're eating a lot of processed foods, you're eating a lot of shit that's not supposed to be fucking going into your fucking body. You're not eating fruits. You're not eating vegetables. You're going to get fucking stomach cancer, colon cancer, you name it.
Eating those GMOs.
You think we can find a statistic for people getting scurvy in this country? Because there's no reason that a single person in America should be getting something like scurvy.
Around the world in general, I feel like there hasn't been a scurvy case in a long time.
Yeah, well, around the world, other people eat foods that don't have fucking plastics in them.
That's valid.
And fucking GMOs and shit. The age of scurvy.
We're not in the age of scurvy currently right now, though.
I think scurvy's gone.
Is scurvy making a comeback? BBC News.
You can't trust the BBC.
I don't trust the BBC.
Let's see. Early explorers call it call it the scourge of the sea, and the disease was widespread during the Victorian era, but could scurvy now be making a comeback? Parents are constantly telling children to eat their greens, and health experts urge us to make sure we eat 5 a day, and with good reason. Fruits and vegetables are important sources of vitamin C, also called ascorbic acid, which the body needs to keep our bones, skin tissues, and blood vessels healthy. Between 2009 and 2014, admissions related to scurvy went up by 27%. That, in the year of April 2014, it was the primary diagnosis behind 16 hospital admissions and the primary or secondary cause of 94 admissions.
They are also probably talking about Brits who
live on an island covered in shit moss
and
their cousin fuckers.
Terrible dentistry.
Yep. It's not terrible dentistry. It's terrible genetics.
Yeah.
You what?
Dude, they live on a fucking shit-covered moss rock.
Yeah.
To be fair, we love all our blokes in the UK, and we appreciate you listening.
Oi, governor, thank you.
Tuesday. And that... What a bottle?
What?
What?
You don't know that one? So it's how British people say water bottle?
Yeah.
What a bottle?
Get out.
No, like I was in a scout rally or something like that. So scout rally, that sounds bad.
Yeah, Jesus. What the fuck are you doing? Are you molesting
Boy
Cub Scouts?
Boy Scouts, little boys. Oh, that sounds worse. No, but
that's a t-shirt.
I was a child.
And that's why you do what you do now. Hurt people. It's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Spit it out.
No, so these people from the Rock, there was a whole troop from the Rock coming over, and it was like all different troops and shit. And
they have bloke scouts over there.
They have bloke scouts. And
are they called bloke scouts?
We did. I don't know. We probably called them that, but no, they literally say water bottle. Water bottle. One of the kids just was like thirsty, and he didn't know where to go in America to get a water bottle.
Water bottle.
So he got what he wanted.
I like that one. It's like when British people are like, "I'm coming," they don't say "I'm coming." They're like, "I'm arriving."
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You'll be happy to know that our Barbie, Margot Robbie, listens to the Harry Potter Jim Dale audiobooks almost every night before she goes to bed.
Excuse me, what now? How do you know this?
I saw it on some blurb recently.
Okay. Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
No, it's pretty legit. She's like a fanatic, actually.
That's pretty cool, I guess. Speaking of that, before you leave, I need you to get me back into the Audible because I got logged out.
No one gets into the Audible anymore.
What?
Yeah, I'm just
The gates are closed.
No, those are some people that should sponsor us.
Audible? No shit, dude.
Do you know how much money I've spent on Audible in the past 5 years?
Is it up or is it 3 digits?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. It's been 3 digits for a long time.
Okay,
But
well-
my point with that is that we're almost at 4 digits.
Oh Jesus!
Between buying the monthly, obviously, and then
Yep.
like buying 3 credits at a time at
Yep.
like $30 every time.
Yep.
Gets up there.
I'm sure it does.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, golly.
It's a great library, though.
It absolutely is. Some of the best investments, I've ever made.
We got like almost every Stephen King book.
God, I love Audible.
Got some money-making books.
Plus, we have all the achievements, don't we?
I'm missing like 2 of them. I have to share on social media my like reading accomplishments, and I'll get 1 more medal, and I don't remember the other. For whatever reason, the medals have hidden descriptions, kind of like PS trophies for whatever fucking reason. So there's one that I can't figure out what I have to do to get it.
That's probably the platinum. Like once you get that, you get the.
No, I think I'll know about the platinum once I get all of them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what's the hidden one.
It might be. It might be. Who knows the way of Audible?
Share that. Share that message. Be complete.
I see. I want to. I have a thing. I'm a completionist. I like platinuming things. So like, if I can platinum Audible, I fucking will.
What if
share, brother?
What if when we get all the achievements, all the knowledge from all the books in the library go directly into your brain, and you can't get them out?
Yeah, I feel like there's like a keeper of knowledge. And
Yep.
He knows everything in the universe. And
Yep.
he's like, it's your turn now. And then he's like, you have to sit in this room all day and
Yep.
just think. And
Yep.
then he just fades to dust.
Yep.
That's how I imagine it being.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how to comprehend that.
It's okay, Nate.
So it's like then you guys would have to replace me because I'm no longer like able to do the podcast because I'm like the keeper of knowledge or some shit.
Yeah, you just sit still wherever you are. Your
Yeah.
eyes are just constantly glowing.
Yeah, and
Your
I just,
mouth
I just
agape.
think about thinking all the fucking time.
Thinking about thinking. What's he building?
Some call it
there?
philosophy, some call it madness.
What's he
Building in there. He has a lot of time.
A lot of money.
What's he building in
Shit, we should just play that for the next 13 minutes.
No. Let's just put on creepypasta episodes and we can just stop working for the night.
Yeah, let's put on someone else's true crime.
All right, I got one for the hot weather. Obviously, at this time of year, a lot of people dehydrated. You got a lot of cases of sun poisoning, heat stroke, what have you, dehydration. But like, what's happening now is because it's so fucking hot that people are getting 3rd-degree burns if they trip and land on the fucking pavement because the pavement is scoldering. The hottest day in human recorded history was July 3rd ever anywhere. And then it was beaten the very next day on July 4th.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every single place in the world has a record high heat temperature.
You know what I have to say to that?
What's that?
They should just make more ice.
I mean, dude, we have ice makers.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
If everybody
Global warming isn't real.
If everybody filled up a Tupperware container from their fridge of ice, brought it to the North Pole, probably solved the issue.
They don't even have to bring it all the way to North Pole. Just throw it in your local body of water. Every town has a body of water because otherwise, where do you get your water from?
So what, we cool our lakes?
Cool our lakes. It cools the area, and then the area takes less heat, and then that cools down the core, and then the earth cools down.
They don't want you to know that global warming can be solved with ice makers.
They don't.
And snow cone machines.
Yeah.
No.
You know the one.
Shit, those snow cone people, they're
We're coming for your ice.
But of course, like, there's that whole thing that, like, if the polarity of the Earth shifts, which is, like, bound to happen eventually, nobody really knows when. But if it happens, everything
Right
gets
now.
fucked up. It would be crazy. You would probably maybe die from it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 100, maybe 100% die, because I think like gravity goes
Yeah, because
wonky
like
for a minute.
gravity changes, the ocean shift, the plates all shift.
I think you shift, and then you just shift right into a wall at 500 miles per hour.
And like the magnetic pole shift, and that screws everything up. So one thing it does is that it pushes the Earth away from the sun. So it's going to get really either, depending on which direction it goes, really cold really fast or really hot really fast.
Well, isn't like some places gonna swap? Like the Sahara will be once again like cool, lush, and green.
Yeah, the Sahara would probably be an oasis again. Antarctica would probably turn into a desert. We would have honeydews instead of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, that's the only thing that switches.
We get Krispy Kreme up north, and they get Dunkin' Donuts down south.
Yeah, we got In-N-Out now.
Oh, bro, the east and west just flop.
But you never get to go to Papa Gino's again.
And there's only one major city on your side.
If we lost Papa Gino's and gained In-N-Out Burger, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm actually not okay with that. I haven't had In-N-Out, so I think there's a bias there. But where I stand right now, I refuse to live in a world where that happens.
I can't wait till you get to try it and fuck it. There's one in Waco and there's one in Dallas, so we don't have to hit the one in Dallas if we don't want to. But
I think we should stop in Dallas.
Either way,
if we can, I
found out that they're open till 1 a.m. in Austin.
Epic.
There's a lot more In-N-Out burgers in Texas than I thought. It actually is the second most state with the most In-N-Out burgers. The only one that beats it is California.
That makes sense.
Nothing sounds more appetizing than In-N-Out at 1 a.m. We also have access. I don't know if it's in Texas, but it's like, not over here. We might have access to Checkers and Rallies, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Once we get out of Pennsylvania, we'll have access to everything you just said.
Yeah. We're trying Waffle House too.
Dude, I'm not getting shot at Waffle House, so if we're going to a Waffle House, we're going to one that has white people there.
By the way, stay tuned, everyone, because we're going to be filming a live podcast in Waffle House.
Waffle House Atlanta. We're going there now, regardless of whatever you just said.
Waffle House Atlanta might be our last podcast, so let's make it a good one.
Meet us in Waffle House Atlanta. You're probably going to want to shoot us if you're a long-time listener.
I'm not going to Atlanta.
We got one car partner.
Fuck.
You can shoot us for a fee.
A fee?
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
All right. No, I'm 50 yards down the range. Get to run back and forth, and you get 3 shots.
You can empty an entire clip of a 5.7 into me at 100 feet.
Wait, at how far?
100 feet.
100 feet. That's a third of a football field. They're standing up.
I'm hoping those waffles are so thick that they could catch a bullet.
Bro.
But it's Kevlar fluffy Belgian.
All I know is every single Waffle House I've ever driven past looks scary as shit, and there's never anybody inside. There's always one gold Nissan Altima from 97 out front, and that's it.
Well, I love the memes that are going around. It's like the intro employee training for Waffle House employees, and they're at a jiu-jitsu gym, and then they're at a gun range because you always see these Waffle House employees just kicking the shit out of people.
It's wild.
Well, that could be us, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it will be us.
It's kind of like a more aggressive Denny's. You go there
way more aggressive Denny's.
We're the most aggressive.
Denny's isn't aggressive because nobody can get out of their seats because they're so
I bet you the
fat.
food isn't even good. I bet you people go there for the waffle.
Just to fight.
Dude, it's the Waffle House legend. They just go there for the entertainment.
You're like, dude, I've been having a fucking awful week. I gotta shoot something. Pull up at the fucking Waffle House or fuck, man, my girl's really driving me crazy. I really gotta beat somebody up right now. I can't beat her up. Can't hit a woman.
Yo, meet me at the Waffle House.
Fucking Waffle House. Let's kick the shit out of each other.
You didn't give me enough shit.
But at the same expense, though, what if we started the trend up here? So it's we started a Fight Club type of deal at Denny's.
Gotta be IHOP.
All right, like how about this? You and I punch each other in the face for 15 minutes, then I treat you to a grand slam.
Ooh.
Yeah, should we try and like start a stereotype for a corporation?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do we feel about Cracker Barrel?
We've talked about Cracker Barrel like 6 fucking times.
Have we really?
Yeah, we can't get over it.
That's all right.
I've been obsessed with it.
Sorry.
Because it's a gift shop and then the food's good.
The food's all right.
But what if we
I think
brought?
it's pretty good. For what?
Of course you do.
What if we brought to each Cracker Barrel location? We just brought the nearest hood, and just treated everyone to a meal.
How much money do you think we have?
None. I'm talking down the road stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
Because
Yeah.
we're gonna like start a new trend for.
We
Cracker
should just
Barrel.
buy a Cracker Barrel.
Join me at Denny's from this Christmas forward. Every Christmas from now on, and I'll treat everyone to a grand slam.
You're ridiculous.
Time for my Christmas Denny's dinner.
Christmas Denny's dinner. Put that on a T-shirt and sell it.
What I think is funny about Denny's is that, like, big food, they put a lot of money into their advertisements to make their food look good on TV. But what's funny about Denny's is they don't even bother. So they show you the grand slam, and it's clearly these 2 sausages that have been in a freezer for 6 years, and it's like 3 eggs that like got delivered that morning in a box.
Oh, but it's genuine. It's like you know what you get.
Yeah, food poisoning.
Oh yeah,
that's big facts.
But you're also
exactly
getting some
what you're
comfort in the Denny's. Like
I've never had comfort at a Denny's. So my Ohio vacation, it started off really shitty. So because we got a flat tire and we had to pull into a Denny's, and we ended up being at a Denny's for 9 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like we called AAA and they're like, well, we can't send somebody out right now. We're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, that's
you guys are just stay at the Denny's. Hang tight. Hang tight. Someone's coming real soon.
2 days later.
And it's like, it was disgusting. It was so bad.
Oh man.
And like the chocolate milk gave me the runs before we got to the hotel. So it was like pull over before I shit my fucking pants.
Oh man.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bring to the table.
You wanted to shit your pants?
Are you did or
no? No, I'm just having cramps right now.
that time of the month?
I guess.
Makes sense.
Riding your fucking menstrual cycle.
I don't know. I think I'm transitioning point.
Like, what if that just happened to you? Like, you didn't go on hormone therapy, you just woke up without a dick. You're like, what the fuck?
It's like Spider-Man. I'm checking myself out in the morning, just like.
Nate fucking video calls us on the fucking work chat, and he's like, guys, they weren't fucking kidding. It's not a choice.
What is a woman?
Shut up.
Real talk. If it happened to me, I would play with my titties for a couple hours and then I'd blow my brains out.
Hey, man.
You couldn't accept your new life?
No. No. It wouldn't. I enjoy aiming my piss too much to sacrifice it.
No, it's a new challenge now. You gotta.
What challenge?
What challenge?
How are you gonna piss standing up?
How can you accurately piss off shit stains on a toilet with a vagina?
Angles.
I know. I'm a sexist. I'm a misogynist. I get it.
No, you bring a whole new meaning to angles, like with your pissing.
I just feel like I wouldn't have control of my own piss if I had a vagina.
You get one of those. You get like a bar stool in your bathroom. You just spread out.
Because, like, you can't, like, what's amazing about the dick is that it fits a guy's personality so well because it's kind of like a gun.
Yep.
Dude, are you gonna shit on my floor?
I'm not gonna shit. I'm just having
No, he's a
terrible
woman.
pain.
He's a woman now. He doesn't shit. Man, I was with a girl for 4 years. She didn't poop once.
Crazy.
That's all I'm saying, dude. They don't fart. They don't shit. They puke. I know that.
Oh man. No, I'm just going through something.
Growing pains.
That's not good for that chair.
Fuck.
Finally getting a little taller. Voice starts to change, gets hair in places.
Please stop.
It hurts. You're hurting him.
Dude. That midget I put in him to get his kidneys has finally got him.
He's been reaching down there for years.
It might be cancer.
Is this because you ran earlier?
I think so.
Damn it. That's so funny. I got that during the run.
Yeah, it's coming after. It's coming.
Is it
pretty hard.
Is it like a hunger pain?
No, it's just like a laughing pain.
Like an alien's gonna pop out of your chest kind of deal.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
No,
don't talk about tacos. He's having stomach problems.
Is it because I was talking about the Grand Slam?
That's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
my
he got
stomach
food
started.
poisoning from words. That's how bad Denny's is.
But that's how powerful their marketing is. There's like not like I remember like 4th of July they'll put like little confetti chips in the pancakes too. And you're like, that can't be good for me. You know?
Artificial paper.
You know, I live for it though, you know.
Denny's coffee's all right.
You think so?
I like it. That's fair. I deserve that one.
So there actually is a place where people like you end up.
What?
It's called a crematorium.
Oh yeah, no, I know it.
Try that in a small town.
Shut
Am I
up.
right?
Shut up.
Did I touch a nerve?
No, I've just had to listen to that song all fucking week this week because I
your
work with
coworkers are like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, literally.
And every person in a small town is like,
try that.
try that. Yeah, try that in a small town. Yeah, you get them.
Nate, you should try that in a small town.
I haven't looked into that yet, but I saw there's a big stink about it.
Yeah.
What shouldn't I do in a small town?
Just don't try that in a small town.
Don't try that in a small town.
I won't try anything right now.
Yeah, theoretically, it could apply to anything. You know what I'm saying? It's so vague.
Dude, you just like, you're a city slicker and just people,
Don't try that in a small town. Like ordering a Starbucks, you know what I'm saying?
They're like,
don't try that in a small town.
you pull up in your like all electric Prius and you're like, oh wow, it's nice country live. Don't try that in a small town.
Like, you know, like obviously, like one side's like, yeah, it's fucking racist. The other side's like, yeah, no, it's fucking not. But like realistically, what does it even fucking
It does.
mean? Don't try what in a small town?
What if the people saying it were the ones doing the things wrong? They're like stealing shit from your car. They're like, don't try that in a small town.
No, I saw a meme about that, and it was like, you know, like, dude, why are you complaining about the song? You literally fucking drank too much at a bar and punched a cop in the face. And he's like, yeah, but it's my small town. I love living here.
Oh man. So, what state do you think we're gonna build our home-based compound cult headquarters at?
Ideally Texas, but I think we should do Tennessee.
I mean, I was looking at like the list of states per average for price per acre, and like all the states we pitched are at the higher end. And I think that's because other people like living there too.
I think when they say don't try that in a small town, they're referring to like a super cult where you have a compound.
But see, what I've learned as a 26-year-old is like you can always move. And so if we like started in a place like say Arkansas, which is literally like, I don't know,
Across the border.
8 hours from fucking Austin, not even 4 hours maybe.
All I'm saying is it's easy to hypnotize people on the Corn Belt.
And you're not lying.
Factual.
But yeah, like Arkansas, somewhere like that where we could just pick up shop and move once we have actual money, because we could get land in Arkansas for like $3,000.
Oh, yeah,
we
the
can get
land-
land in South Dakota for like $1,500.
Buddy, I know, but there's nothing out in South Dakota.
That's why we need to bring something to South Dakota.
Unless we built...
And then what? Monopolize the Northwest?
It's untouched.
Don't try that in a small
Well,
town.
Fuck.
It's like Central West North.
Hell,
I don't know.
don't try that in a big town. Come to think of it.
Don't try that in the city. Like Frank Sinatra's version.
Yep. They tried that in the city.
We could always go international. I know. Touchy subject.
Yeah, right over the border in Mexico.
It worked for Jim Jones. That's all I'm saying.
Buddy.
Yeah, how did it work out for Jim Jones?
Pretty good, if you ask me. He
when
got what he wanted.
Yeah, when you think about it,
Yeah.
he did win.
Yeah, you go.
In retrospect, and it's like the U.S. couldn't touch him because the U.S. was giving him problems. So he's like, you know where I don't have any problems, baby? South America, baby. So he takes the whole crew down there. You know, it's the only congressman ever be killed in the line of duty.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were like, well, you know, we're not sending like the president or anyone too important to go deal with this, but you're a low end political figure. Go figure this guy out.
Go bring those people home.
And he gets down there and he's like, hey, Jim. Everything all right? Jim's like, yeah, Congressman, you betcha. Congressman's like, okay, Jim, I'll leave you to it. Congressman tries to get on a plane out of South America. Boom!
The plane blew up?
Now they shot him. Well, he was like right before he got on the plane.
Oh, wow.
Ow.
Can't let him get back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. We all felt that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after he killed the congressman, he was like, fuck. I might have to go with the grand plan right now. I can't stretch it out a little longer.
Oh, he panicked.
Yeah, he's like...
He expedited his whole process because they killed the congressman.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, guys, I think this cool.
Speaking of killing congressmen, have you guys fucking seen that Meadow and Anthony Soprano have a podcast together now?
They've had that for a while, actually.
Have
I'm pretty
they?
Sure.
Well, they had one before, the new one. It was called Pajama Party or something.
Because I listened to the first episode of the first one, and it was pretty fucking lame.
Yeah.
But like,
I feel like a lot of it's like, you know, backstory. Like, what was the cast like in between the shows?
No, they didn't even talk about The Sopranos, and that's what I was wanting them to talk about.
Yeah.
They literally spent the entire episode telling you what the show was going to be about and like what they were going to do there and stuff.
So, sorry.
I think they're like they've been doing a podcast for a while now, so like I think a lot of people coming to it are gonna expect that, but since they had one before,
it's already over with that stuff.
They've already like talked.
Gotcha. See, I didn't know that.
And they might also just be like talking about like YMH storylines. Like they on the latest YMH before that came out, they were talking about like a bet between.
Yeah, no, I know.
Nadav,
yeah, right. I listened to that episode too. Yeah.
One thing Beulah celebrities have marketed is the podcast. So if you did something at one point, but you're like not that famous anymore, you can have a podcast. So do you remember the show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide? So those three have a podcast, and they barely talk about the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because they have that small recognition. They can start a podcast. Anyone can fucking podcast.
But it's also because they have like a good chemistry because they've been working together. For, like, think of the Ned's Declassified crew. Like, after that, they went on to nothing, but they must have like kept in touch with each other. And like, you know, that was a good crew, good show. You could see the chemistry working well. So why not convert that?
Yeah.
To that. And yeah, it is that. Like, hey, we're back.
Yeah, monetize, baby.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Yes, sir.
But I have faith in those two.
Speaking of having faith, I hope you guys have faith in us.
Please.
Because we really need it.
And you can donate faith to our GoFundMe account.
Yeah, that's right.
One prayer a day will do the job.
We're going to do generous acts in the future, but at the moment we got to stay selfish. But we love you.
We love you so much.
Yeah, we love
Join our cult. We love you.
Yeah.
It's not a cult. Just kidding.
Especially
Just
the listener down at Cheney Reservoir. I know you're still listening. I know you're out there in the house, but I don't know if you're a Fed or not. But we're going to make a T-shirt for you some way, shape, or form.
You know what it is? I think he's a Fed, but I think at this point he's grown so attached that the federal in him has gone away. And he's like, you know what? These boys are all right.
Yeah, he's switching sides now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We kind of don't want that. That's
What if we
fun.
start getting emails to the fucking company email now, and he's like, don't go to that fucking company meeting.
He's like, I'm just looking out for you guys.
He's like, don't start that LLC. They'll know.
He's like, yeah, the boys at Quantico have you guys paid down.
He's like, I quit my job because of you boys.
You boys are under a microscope right now. You don't understand.
You know too much.
Yeah. You boys know way too much. I'm going to help you.
We have to go live on his fucking houseboat with him.
I wouldn't mind.
I know you wouldn't mind.
Buddy, invite us.
It'd be a fresh start.
It would be.
And then we can start a podcast about life on a houseboat with a Quantico agent. Call it Fed Boat.
It probably is just like Dick Cheney.
He's like, these boys are incredible.
I can relate a lot to this.
Where were they in 2008?
And I just think they got a good chemistry going.
I watched that movie, Vice.
Vice is a good movie.
Yeah. It kind of like dumbs down their conversations. I like that.
Yep.
And
And how
I never related to a person.
Dude, you don't want to relate to Dick Cheney.
I don't want to, but we speak in similar tongues.
Yeah, right.
Similar, you hold similar positions of power as well.
Similar tones. I don't want to bomb, the Middle East over and over again. And
listen, Cheney, relax.
I say I don't want to.
Was that the stomach pain? Is that the Dick Cheney coming out in you?
Yeah, except my stomach. I have a stomach problem, not a heart problem.
Oh, I got both.
You're double Cheney.
Oh, dude. So, we made an agreement a while back. I don't know if either of you remember, but I said if I'm going to the fucking doctor, you assholes are going to the fucking doctor. And guess what, fuckers? I'm actually going to the fucking doctor. I have insurance now, baby. That's right. That's
About
right.
time.
And I'm gonna go get a physical for the first time in 10 years.
So wait,
Does that mean I have to go to the doctor?
Yeah, everyone's got to get a fucking physical.
Do we have company insurance yet?
Not yet.
All right. Then Nate's not going to the doctor.
Yeah, I don't have that insurance.
I'm only in for about 3 months, so I need to make it count. So I'm gonna be like, look, doc, you don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Let's make this quick. The left rotator cuff is busted. The right wrist is busted. I shit blood 2 times a week. What can we do today?
You slip him a 5 and you're like, just give me an inspection sticker.
Results, baby. Just pass me for another year.
Yep.
You just get the full service, as many surgeries as you can get.
He's like, you're not gonna pass the admissions test.
Imagine if he gave you a rejection sticker. Just straight up, he's like, yeah, I can't let you leave.
He's like, I can't pass that.
I would lose my job if I let you leave this doctor's office right now. You're going to the hospital.
No. I'm prepared when they say that. That's why I do train running sometimes, because I know either the doctors are coming for me, the hug nets,
yeah,
or the Streetlight Society.
They're gonna send the fucking dog catcher after you.
Probably
slippery
because I
slime
keep
ball.
talking about the Streetlight Society.
And on that note, I'm gonna say goodnight.
We love you. Keep it up.
Thanks
Keep
for
listening.
tuning in.
More
Check out-
t-shirts, more content. We love you.
Yeah, check out fucking shirts with the underscore replacing the U, fnbros.com, and we love you.
Email us your
So many
favorite
changes,
cookie
but bear
or
with
your
us.
favorite soda.
Yeah, email us. Talk to us.
What do you
We're
want to
very
hear?
lonely.
What do you want to know? What do you want us to talk about? We're here for
Yeah.
you. We don't do this for
What
us.
Give
weird
us some
things do you
feedback.
want us to make Nate eat when we get a camera? Nate will eat anything you guys ask.
Please don't.
Human shit, we got it.
No, we're all
Baby
gonna eat
puke.
it. We're
nope,
all gonna
nope,
eat it.
Nope, just Nate.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
yeah.
it's just Nate. Because he's a crazy dictator. Good night.
What?